2025 was a big year in terms of the luxury automobile market in the Indian market scenario. आपने देखा था 2025 में a lot of big changes there, and one of the big players continues to be BMW, which has led the EV space, but overall also fantastic numbers. And to talk to me more regarding that and the future upcoming launches, I have the person leading BMW Group India. Thank you so much, Mr. Brar. Yet again, we catch up after some time, and I think I hear you have great news to share.
Yes. No, first of all, thank you for being here.
Thank you.
Yes, 2025 was a fantastic year, 14.5% growth, and we are inching very close to the number of 20,000. We did 18,001 units last year, which is, and you know, and why it makes it even more important story is that we've been growing at 14 to 15% post-COVID. Right? We would have seen other players going up and then coming down, but I think nobody would have this average growth of 14 to 15% post-COVID, which makes it very, very creditable.
I think one of the key reasons I think why BMW was successful in this last year is the EV space, because I think it's one segment that you have been leading for along with the iX, I think started. But I think the long wheelbase which you launched at the Bharat Mobility, that really shifted. So that car has been really great for you.
Of course, I think that has really fueled our growth, and which is why we have moved from 7 to 8% last year to 21% in 2025. So, and the overall, if you see in terms of overall volumes, we have grown at 220%. So, and also one important point that you mentioned, not only electric, it is also a long wheelbase. So a combination of electric and long wheelbase is what has done trick for us.
So which is the best selling car for BMW in 25?
So 3 Series and iX1 are very similar in terms of volumes.
Okay, so the 3 Series also. So in while we see in the mass market people gravitating towards SUVs, I think here the sedans still are ruling in the sort of high-end space.
I won't say ruling, because SUVs are about 60%, but sedans are for us SUVs are about 62. Sedan is still 38%, which is much, as you said. In terms of mass market, it is, or overall market is 10%, but to have sedans at 38%, it's a huge number.
That's still a big chunk of
That's
the
right.
total.
Yes. Yeah.
One thing is that the first time luxury car buyer, I think who's picking up the iX1, I think long wheelbase. So that's the big thing converting. I think the first time luxury, is that changing?
Yeah, of course. I think almost 43% plus customers are actually graduating from the mass market. And the reason for that is, you know, firstly, they really love the design of the car. Number 2, I spoke about, you know, they like the space inside because it's a long wheelbase. Number 3, you know, the range which we are claiming is almost 530 plus, which you do not get in the cars which are in the mass market. So that also, you know, takes away the anxiety if they want to go from city A to city B and want to come back in the evening. That is possible when you are driving an iX1.
So there has been a big uptake, I think, first time luxury car buyer, I think, switching to EV, I think,
that's right.
with the iX1.
Yeah, and this is what I keep on saying, that luxury is about 1.1% of the market, and somebody has to play a role in expanding the market. And we feel at BMW we can play the role because we have the right product. While I wouldn't say this is an entry-level car, because entry starts at 45 lakhs, and there are a couple of cars from multiple players. So we are not even at the entry, we are slightly higher than that. But yes, this car is playing a role of expanding the luxury market.
Going forward, are you looking at more sort of locally assembled long wheelbase cars?
So even if you see today, 95% of the cars are assembled locally. Only 5% are CBUs, which is a fairly good chunk, I would say. I don't think it will go further than that, because we will keep on importing some of the CBUs which people really love. So I think 95% is a fairly strong percentage to be produced locally.
With an eye on 20,000, as you just said, so what can we expect this? I know specific model names you will not say, but if you can just tell us what can you expect from BMW Group this year?
Yeah, so we are launching 6 new products, completely new products. And then besides that, we are launching 4 products with a major change in the product or how they look, and there are 17 more on top of that, where we are making minor changes in the existing product portfolio. So a big product offensive in year 2026.
Are you also looking at a good balance between EVs and ICE? or focus on EVs for this?
No, EVs, there are, out of these big changes, 3 of them are going to be EVs.
Okay.
Yeah, so focus on EV continues, and we want to make sure that government had targeted 30% by 2030. We want to achieve even before that.
Yeah. Last question is, how is the M brand in terms of performance? Because that's also a growing niche.
Yeah. So M is what really fuels our brand story of being sporty and being quick, and our focus is absolutely there on that, and we want to see that market growing. Not only in terms of volumes, we are also doing a lot of events which are exclusive for M. Okay. We started a M Drift Academy last year, where we also teach people how do you really drive these powerful cars, because this is raw power, and if you don't know how to really tame it, it can be tricky. Okay. So we want that people are driving responsibly, and hence we're also teaching them how to drive the M car.
Okay. Last question. So I just was seeing the iX3 globally, which is it's a big shift for BMW, the new classic sort of design. Yeah. When do you see that coming? That changing BMW, the sort of look, because it's completely new platform. Everything is new.
Yeah. So we are also exploring that for India. It will surely come. I think timelines will let you know once we get closer to it. But what I see with the electric cars now, as we discussed, iX1 is growing the segment, and people are getting a lot of confidence because practically there is no cost for electric cars, right? There is no maintenance cost. The running cost is as good as what you get in any other car, 1 to 1.5 rupees. And once they get used to this kind of thing, that you just invest one time in luxury, and after that there is no cost, I think the road to iX3 will become even better. I can see a lot of customers will switch to iX3 in future, and I think overall the electrification is going to really fuel the growth of the luxury market in the future.
Compared to say the global market, where I think the EV segment is slightly cooling down, do you see Indian luxury EV segment growing, or apart from the mass EV segment?
Yeah, of course. See, if you see every year mass is growing by 1%. It was started with 3 or 4 or 5 years back, it was 1%. Last year it closed at 4.5%. Luxury was also about 6%. It has moved to about 10% thanks to BMW. So I see growth happening here. Couple of factors, as I said, the range levels are increasing. What earlier was 200 to 300 kilometers, now the range is going north of 400 to 500. That is improving. Number 2, the charging infrastructure is improving, and within that the fast chargers are improving. And once customers drive it and they see the amount of money they are saving on driving an electric, that is bringing a lot of positivity. And number 4, which is very important, is the price gap between ICE and electric vehicle is reducing. It used to be 30 to 40%, now it has dropped to about 10 to 15%. For BMW, our prices of electric vehicles are actually at par with ICE, which was also really helping us to grow, and people are switching over to the electric vehicle. So, the moment this price parity also improves, I see the next level of explosion that will happen. Yeah.
So there you go, a lot to look forward to from BMW Group India, and of course chasing 20K number. That's what he said. So lots of new products as well, and of course luxury EV space continues to be a focus because the brand is currently leading in that segment. Thank you so much again for speaking to us, and we look forward to catching you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.